All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun white trips E. Close X go. On one. Ready? Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ACAP24 here from HuddleGG. Today's video, we're going to talk about how to attack DB Fire 2 using a play called Smash Seam out of the gun empty tray stack and absolutely annihilate them and make them get out of this coverage. Now let's jump right into the play and we'll go ahead and show you what I like to do on it in order to make sure that you are, literally one step ahead of them. Now, with empty formations, there's two big principles that you want to know, right? First thing is you got to have quick passes to get the ball out of your hand. And you want to make sure that there's more than one player open very, very quickly in order to make sure that the user can't jump your first read, right? And this is what this play does, and this is really something that we base a lot of our principles around. Now, the first thing I want to show you here is that they're going to use one of these two players, right? So we're going to be able to attack either one depending on which option that we want to take. Now, what we're going to do is put the X on flat, the RB on a flat, and the B on a fade. So it looks like this. We do want to motion the running back over because he's going to be a big part of why this works. If they're using the player on the left, what you're going to see is that the linebacker on the right, if he's going to be computer controlled, he is going to widen out on his vert hook to go to the right side, and you're going to be able to throw this A really quickly right here and get yourself some big yards. The user on the left side will never be able to go over there because of the fact that he's got to go all the way over here to do it. And if he does that, it's going to open up our second player, right? So what we're going to assume this time is that they're going to user this player and take that away, right? So let's do this again. And what we're going to see here is we're going to basically go ahead and target the Y player down. Now watch how the Y player gets up the seam, catch this ball, get to the outside, and you're going to have a huge gain as well. Either one of those players are going to be open every single time for you, depending on how they go ahead and they try to take one or the other way. Now, if they try to do something to where they go and say, let me man up this A instead of putting on the vert hook and say that in this, they're going to go ahead and cover this guy. You want to have that third option. That third option is that one player that gives you, if this or that happens, they do perfect coverage. You want the third, and that's what the B receiver is going to be for you, right? So what you're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and we're going to set up a blocking formula here. Let's just make sure that we do this right. And this is just going to give us the opportunity to buy enough time to step up in the pocket and fire it to the B receiver. We're going to do so, step up in the pocket, and we're going to fire it to this B, and you can see how this is going to be even bigger yards for you by doing so. So this is a literally 1, 2, 3 punch. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the tight end, or we're going to look at the Y depending on which user they use, and then we're going to be able to throw it to the B receiver. This play absolutely gets people out of DB Fire 2. The good news is that this is one of those coverages that a lot of people go to when playing empty tray stack. Now this is a small sample, guys, of something we just put out on our website. So if you like this play, you're going to want to go check that out. We just dropped our running gun empty first installment, which is the whole empty tray stack formation, which has so many things in it that we went really in detail this year to make sure that you had pre-snap reads to where you know exactly what they're going to be in, over 90% of the time, based upon their alignment and their shading and their ability to have pre-snap movement with players. You're going to see how we've got blocking setups to where we're going to show you how we can block, the most popular blitzes and give you enough time to even when you don't block it, you can redirect the paths of the players in order to get more time, like we just showed you right there. Then we also just have the ability to basically annihilate everything in the meta when it comes to man coverage. Doesn't matter which way they shade. Obviously the cover 2 blitz we just showed you here, any type of cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms, with match, without the match, cover 3, cover 4, it doesn't matter. This game plan absolutely will get you quick throws to get you down the field as quickly as possible. It's the most explosive offense in Madden, in my opinion. Now, I've been running this offense for, this will be my 3rd year running it. The last 2 years, I did this out of Pittsburgh Steelers, and I did this out of the Texans playbook. This year, I wanted to mix it up, put it out of the run and gun. I do like the other 2 empty formations that we're going to do a second installment to this game plan, which is coming out next week. If you guys haven't seen some of the samples, we did some samples last week on the 5 wide receiver trio, and I'll make sure that I link those plays here at the end of this video in order to make sure that you guys see a couple more samples of the style play that this is going to be. Trust me, guys, if you guys want to have a unique, fun offense, this is it for you. You're gonna have a lot of fun in it. Just $9.95 basically is our subscription rate. It gets you all the game plans for a full month's access. So you'll be able to see all the stuff here in the empty formation for $9.95. And then next month, as we get into more formations, what we're gonna do is kind of build off of run and gun. So if you're really liking this formation, you know, you can go ahead and kind of weigh out your options if you want to go a second month with us and be able to get those as well. But I want to make sure you know that we are committing to this run and gun and to this offense, so you can really have a lot of fun getting in and out of formations where you can actually have a running back and have some running game and really just be a headache for your defense. So if you guys like this, check that out. Again, you know, this is our run and gun empty game plan. First installment's out right now, and second installment will be out next week. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next video.